It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
So I'm supposed to be going on a trip next month for spring break. At the end of this month, actually, because it's March now for spring break. So I sent my money, my portion of the Airbnb, like last week, okay? And the girl, this is like a friend of my friend. So this is not directly my friend. The girl who put the deposit down for the Airbnb and who put the deposit down for the Airbnb on her Airbnb account, she's a friend of my friend. So this is like my mutual. This is not directly my friend. This is very important, okay? She sends me this message this morning. Hey girl, to be honest, I'm not proud to admit this, but I had an emergency come up. So I had to use the $400 you sent me for the Airbnb to help cover my rent money for this month. Do you think you could send another payment of $400? Because if not, we'll most likely lose the Airbnb. And I don't know if we'll be able to find another one. I promise I'll pay you back the full $800, most likely later after the trip. So as soon as I read this message, I call her. Am I the only one who thinks that it's genuinely disrespectful for me to send you money for one thing, and you make an executive decision by yourself to spend my money for your rent money without asking me, without letting me know, and now you're coming to me after the fact and asking me to send you another $400, right? Coming out of my pocket, $800, so we can still go on the trip. I don't want to go anymore.
Her priorities.
I told her on the phone, I don't want to go anymore. And I need my $400 back because I won't be going anymore. Am I tripping? And we're on the phone and she tells me that she's asked around and she's asked the other girls if they could come out and send another payment of $400 too, if they could cover the $400 that's missing that she used for the rent money and nobody else was able to help out and cover the $400, so we're going to lose the Airbnb. We sent you money to pay for the Airbnb, and you used our money to pay for something else. And now we don't have an Airbnb for the spring break trip. I don't want to go on the spring break trip no more. Am I the only one who feels like this is just highly disrespectful? And am I the only one who feels like I'm not entitled, or like I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to send the $400 again. And I don't have, I don't know. Am I tripping? Okay, so I'm gonna make a part 2 to tell y'all how I ended up getting my money back, because so many people have so many different questions. So this is the specific Airbnb. This trip was supposed to be a spring break trip to Tulum, Mexico, that included 5 girls who were gonna spend 7 days and 6 nights in Tulum, Mexico. The Airbnb we selected had 5 beds. It was 5 girls. Everybody wanted their own bed. Nobody wanted to share a bed. It says 9 guests on Airbnb because that's how many guests are allowed, but there was just 5 of us. So it was $2,225. We found this Airbnb, I want to say 5 months ago, right? So the girl who ended up putting the deposit down, she had the money at the time to put the deposit down. Since she was the one who volunteered and had the money right away to put the deposit down, she was the one who the Airbnb was booked under. So she was the one who we were all going to be sending the money to when the deadline came to pay for the Airbnb. Basically, I call my friend, that is our mutual friend, and when I call my friend, this is a complete and utter shock to her. She's like, girl, what the hell? When she called me and the other girls who are going on a trip, she told us that there is a missing payment of $400. She did not tell us why there was a missing payment of $400 or gave us any context as to why we were $400 short on the money for the Airbnb. As soon as my friend heard that her friend had spent my money contribution to the Airbnb on her rent, my friend Zelled me that $400 immediately. And she was really just trying to get me to chill on her friend. She was saying the girl has a child and we're all 22 and she doesn't know how it's like to travel, and she's always had to miss out because she had her baby young and she's going through a lot being a single mom. And so she sent me that $400. My friend sent me that $400 out of her own pocket and was basically just like, hey, please chill on my friend, like, excuse her behavior. She's a single mom. She's going through a lot. She's never really got to travel because she had her baby young. The baby daddy don't help, blah, blah, blah. Moral of the story, I got my money back. I will not be going to Tulum, Mexico this spring. It's cool. Y'all will be seeing me travel this summer. Yeah, that's that. Since I got the money back, now we can really fully debrief. It's no fucking way I sent money for an Airbnb and you allocated that money to your goddamn land. Damn. Instead of you to, you know what I'm saying, like, cover it up, like, okay, you're asking me to send double? You asked me to send double?
Thought you
Then
was
you're
a
saying
fool.
you'll pay me back. Maybe, you don't know, kind of, sort of, after the trip, maybe. What money were you planning? And then, guys, clock this. There's no way you use that money for rent and you only use $400. I bet my life that you use, there's no way my $400 was the only money that was touched. Because if we all sent you, it's 5 girls, okay? 400 times 4, that's $1,600. If we send you $1,600 for this Airbnb, there's no way that you spent $400 out of that $1,600. Then you just decided that that's my $400. You know what I'm trying to say? That story is already shaky. But because me and her are the least close out of all of the girls in the group, she wanted to let me know first that the funds collectively were allocated elsewhere, because she knew that I would be most likely to have an issue with it and I would pop first. You know what I'm saying? Because, not to talk shit, but when people have certain behaviors, I definitely believe people's friends tend to enable it. You know, like, I get it. People are going through things in life. People are faced with unfortunate circumstances. But when you're doing bullshit and your friends are the first ones to kind of co-sign or kind of defend you or kind of, you know, not be as hard on you about it as they should, you're going to keep on doing it because you know your friends are going to let that shit slide, though. You know they're going to let it slide, though. You're going to keep on doing it. Hello? But all jokes aside, this type of stuff usually never happens to me, y'all. I travel all the time. If you guys want to see travel content this summer, follow me. I travel all the time. This shit never happened to me. So the fact that this shit happened to me, I'm just like, oh, this is the first time this has ever happened to me in my life, I swear. This stuff don't happen to me. And that's why I was so quick to pull out of the trip, because it's like, I have other trips lined up. It's nothing. Like, I don't even worry. Like, I promise you, y'all will see me on a trip. I have other trips lined up. Don't sweat it. It's nothing. That's why I was so quick to pull out. A lot of people were saying I should still go, make memories, live my life. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll be on a trip, just not that one. I have many others. Many others. Hello? Thank you.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wheels of Deals. Your boy keeps it lit. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Hit the link down below. We got HiveMindLabs.com. Yep. Shout out to everybody, man, that represents and purchases the HiveMindLabs.com, man. Yeah, and use the discount code everydaypj at checkout, man. Your support is greatly appreciated. Okay, now let's get into it, big dog, man. Well, also I want to shout out all the people, all my everyday people who represent for me around the creators world, being other videos saying, hey, shout out to Everyday PJ, he did. He the truth, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all support, man. Keeping the name alive and spreading. That's what we talking about. Let's spread the wealth, man, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we got the 100K subscriber giveaway coming up in just a few short weeks. So thank you everybody who has entered. Remember, I haven't forgot about y'all. I do got a special way to give away a lot of this stuff, so I'm gonna be announcing it very soon. Hey, you know, money, money, money. I'm finna be turning y'all up, dog. I'm finna be turning y'all up, so be ready to turn up with me. I'm be like, woo, woo. Y'all gonna be happy. Be like, party money, okay? You're gonna be able to buy some eggs with this money. You're gonna be able to have so much money. Ball out, okay? All right, let's get into it, man. Ooh, spring break trip. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you what. Ain't nothing more disrespectful than somebody spending your money, okay? And then like giving your money, giving them money for something and they spend it on something else is crazy, right? And I've had that situation happen before, and I was, you know, the thing was, it was like I gave them the money for something, and then they said something came up and they had to spend it on something else. And then it was just like they really just never had my money again. So whatever it was that I was whatever, I remember one specific. The other one I can't really get into detail, but this one I remember back when I was in 9th grade, and I had after school detention, and I still had football. So I asked my supposed to be friend, hey, when you go over to Burger King, do you mind getting me 2 Big Kings? For, I think it was like 2 Big Kings for like, it's like $2 each, something like that. That's when Burger King was real cheap. Give me 2 Big Kings, and then right after my detention, I'm gonna meet up with y'all, because then we gotta go to the game. We was playing Carl Albert, which is another big school. You know, Midwest City and Carl Albert are like beefing, you know what I'm saying? So this was a big game. Carl Albert was undefeated. I think we had lost 1 game. So it was to see who was, if we won, it was gonna be a tie in the title. If we lost, it would have been they would have won the conference. So after my detention, I go looking for him, and I find him. I said, hey man, you got my food? He was like, oh man, I ate it. I was like, bro, what? I was like, man, bro, you bullshitting, right? He's like, nah, man. And so really he was just trying to, I think he was trying to test me, right? So we ended up getting it up, not right then, because I was still kind of frustrated, and I think I was like, he really trying to little man me. And see, I'm new to the school, but I knew him before this school. So, you know, when I'm going to the school with this fool, it's like, oh, we actually went to another school together, and we ended up all going to this school together too, me and him and his brother. And so I was like, all right, that's what's up. So anyway, we ended up, you know, I went to the game. I was hungry that whole day. I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? So by the time, you know, I'm playing, my stomach hurting. I'm like bent over. I'm trying to run for plays, and every time I reach out, my stomach hurts. So I'm mad because I'm hungry. I ain't ate since lunch. So yeah, I was heated. But, you know, we ended up getting it up over a whole something totally different. But I had that in mind when it was time. I had that situation in mind. So anyway, later on in life, he got popped by my homeboy. So I felt like that's what you get for eating people's lunch. You know what I'm saying? Eating people's food. Always playing with somebody. And then when somebody ain't playing with you, he didn't die. But he sure did snitch on everybody. He told on everybody. Anyway, everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as quick as 1 week.